My name's Rob Ryder, speaking out of West Cornwall, and I'd just like to do a little talk quickly out regarding the book that I've penned with Patrick Quanton, A Conscious Humanity, Morality, Freedom and Natural Law. I'll put a link below. I just wanted to do a very quick video regarding where our mind's at. What are we conscious of? So the main part of the book is to become conscious of yourself, your own inner world, and the exterior world. And we need to be conscious of what world we're living in. Now, a lot of people talk about the matrix. We're living in a matrix. Okay, what could that possibly mean then? So my understanding is the physical world is our home. That's where we live. So if we look at the geographical map of the world there, this is a geographical map of the world. So I'll put that up there. Now, let's not get into any debates about the shape of the planet. That's nothing to do with what I'm talking about. This is an example of the geographical map of the world. You could say this is our home. This is where we live. For me, my opinion, the matrix is, if you imagine there, that was the political map. So the geographical map, the mountains are there, the trees are there, the coastlines there, the seas there, etc. The political map is a creation within the human mind. It doesn't actually exist in the real world. It's a creation of the human mind. We've been convinced by certain people that is where we live. And the truth is, the vast majority of people in their minds, that's where they live, in the political map of the world. This, behind me, is our real home. In this real world, there only exists natural law. That's all that exists. You could say an external manifestation that would be gravity. Whatever you want to say gravity is. Yeah, but it's a force that pulls things towards the earth. For me, if I want to walk off the top of a 4-story house, I'm going to hit the floor. So there are natural boundaries in the exterior world for me, in this natural world, that I have to respect and understand. The inner world, when we talk about natural law, we could say about morality. Let's not deliberately cause harm or loss to another human being. That's the inner world. That's the world we live in. That is the real, actual world we live in. We've been convinced we live in this world, like I say, that would be changed to the political map. Within that political map are all unlimited number of rules, regulations, and things that you have to abide by. Why? Well, because somebody told you do. Yeah, a human being told you that these laws and regulations are real and you have to abide by them. That is the matrix for me. If you layer on top of that, there's other layers of the matrix, culture. In the natural world, I would say you have a natural culture, which is people living in connection with their local environment. They would be guided by the seasons, what type of food could be enjoyed, when would the time to be rest, when would the time to be work hard, etc. The environment guides the culture, and the culture is directly connected to the environment. That is a natural culture that would exist in this world. And I know that I've seen it. I've lived in the Peruvian Amazon for a year, and I've seen the dividing line where people who are still living along the river in small communities are living in a natural world with natural cultures. And I've seen how now people have been politicized, and then you go into the big town in Iquitos, where it's basically they're living in the political world. The minds of the two people are completely different. The only free people, in my opinion, are the ones who are living in the little villages, who are just living in harmony, in contact with nature. The only rules and guidelines they go by are what nature give them. That's it. So that's real culture. So on top of our political map in the matrix, we have fake culture. And it's everywhere. A lot of that comes out of organized religion, superstition, ways of behavior, what's deemed this correct, that correct by other human beings. This is not being judged by nature. This is being judged by other human beings. So it mainly comes out of religion. But fake culture, religious culture, superstition, that's another layer of the matrix. And another layer of the matrix is you have to earn a living. Yeah? You have to go out and earn a living. In the natural world, everything's free. Everything's free. The only thing you have to do is get off your backside, utilize your local resources, and go out and get what you need to live a nice, content, happy life. What we have in the fake world, in the matrix, is you have to earn a living, because it's all based on earning money. They create this imaginary system where you have ownership when actually you don't, because you don't own anything. You have to pay for the privilege of being born into this illusionary system. It's an illusionary system. There's no choice, by the way. You will be part of that system. So it's not freedom. Don't believe freedom and democracy. Utter nonsense. So this is another layer. So all the debt we've got is fake. So you have to earn a living. So now we've got to the point in the West where people are working 6-7 days a week just for the privilege, yeah, of living in a fake world. This is where we're at. And people are so mind controlled to believe that that is real. Yeah, this layer of political map, culture, religion, monetary system, earning a living. They're so mind controlled to believe that that is real, they can't even see a way out. I'm lucky I've traveled, I've lived in the real world. I've seen real living. So I've got something to compare it to. Our children won't have it. In the next 10, 15, 20 years, they'll have nothing to compare it to. They won't be able to see the matrix for what it is. And this is the reason why we wrote the book. Humanity has to become conscious of the false world and realize the real world. That's what we have to do. We have to become conscious. Before we can do anything, we need to become conscious of the world we're living in, the real laws, the laws of nature, the internal laws of morality. Everything else is fake, everything else. Now, within the natural world, there will be communities creating their own little individual cultures, and there will be little guidelines of how to live, but that in a natural world will be driven by nature. Yeah, and you'll have wise people who will be good at organizing the community. You will be people who are good at maybe carpenters, people who are good in the fields. People have all their knowledge set. So you would have natural thing. It's natural to create a community, and it's natural to decide how that community should live, and you'll make your own little rules. Now in the Amazon, when a community's maybe become too big and there's friction and there's coming to a head and the families can't create peace, one family will just move a few kilometers up the river and create a new community. Yeah, that's what they'll do. It's a way, but to do that, you need the freedom to move. At the moment, we haven't. We've got these illusionary laws where you can't go anywhere because for some reason the world's owned. Nobody really knows who owns it. It's definitely not the people. Every time you register something, you're passing ownership. So it's the illusionary system that owns everything. So you can't even, it's very difficult now to go back into this natural way of living. If we don't break this system now in the next 5-10 years, all the younger people that are coming through from the colleges are so unbelievably mind controlled. I think it'll be very difficult and a long time before humanity breaks this. There'll be something internal within us that wants to return to nature, but that is being so suppressed now through mind control. It's unbelievable. And if they accomplish the transhuman agenda, we won't even be able to process the natural world anymore. The fake illusionary matrix world will be all there is, all that people will know. And that is the danger. We have to remember where we come from. All these rules and regulations are illusionary. We do need rules and regulations to live in big societies to help things flow. That's it. But what they're being used for is to suppress human behavior, not to allow things to flow. And we need to become conscious of this, and we need to remember where we're from, the real world. Thank you.